There's, right in broad daylight, in plain sight, over the past 30 years, the food culture in our country has become so corrupted with processed food, and I use that term deliberately, corrupted in plain sight, it's astounding. And there is no pushback on it from the general population, no outcry, no demand for better quality food. In fact, it's just the opposite. This new study reveals that the calorie content has increased over the last 30 years in these fast foods. And this study looked at Arby's, Burger King, Carl's Jr., Dairy Queen, Hardee's, Jack in the Box, KFC, Long John Silver's, McDonald's, and Wendy's. They looked at 1,787 entrees, sides, and desserts at these 10 chains. According to the study that was published a week ago in the Journal of the American Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, even with lighter items that these fast food restaurants have tried to include in the menu, the so-called more healthy items, fast food menus are less healthy than they were 30 years ago. We need to think about this for a second. When you look at the depth and breadth of these fast food chains and how, their tentacles, how it reaches into the culture. And it's not only the lower socioeconomic status levels, it goes all the way up the hierarchy of SES. Rich and poor and those in the middle alike consume fast foods to the extent that these restaurants have thousands and thousands of stores in the chain. I mean, when you look at the number of, I don't know what the statistic is, how many fast food restaurants there are in this country. I think we looked that up once before. It's overwhelming. There's more fast food restaurants than water going over Niagara Falls. The fat and salt content and the sheer size of these fast food meals is of great concern. It's been a public health concern for a long time. And the finger has been pointed at these chains for contributing to the obesity epidemic. They keep saying, it's not me. We're not doing that. We have nothing to do with that. Really?
Doc, there's over 50,000 fast food chains in the United States, with more than 500,000 fast food places in the world. That you have fast food chains in the world.
Stores.
Yes. Brands, titles, yeah.
At every bend and turn. The obesity rate among adults rose 40 to 40% in 2016, and from 13% in the 1960s. Think about that. In the 1960s, 13% of the population was obese. I didn't even include overweight. I'm just talking about obese. And is now we're at 40% in 2016. We're approaching 70% of overweight and obese people in the country. So almost 70% of the population. 7 out of 10. How did we get there? And for these chains, typically I don't go after people this way or companies and that, but on this one, yeah. And for them to deny that they have no, who was the famous bank robber? Was it Dillinger? Who was that? No, the guy that
Bonnie and Clyde, Babyface.
No, there's a famous. Yeah, they robbed banks, but there's one. it's like Johnny Depp played him in the movie, that character. That's like one of those famous bank robbers saying, I didn't rob the bank. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And they are contributing. This is not getting better. It's getting worse. And I'm just telling you, I'm telling you from whatever level IQ I have, every neuron in my head, I'm telling you that this obesity epidemic is the demise of the health of this country. It is, in my opinion, the greatest single public health crisis in the 21st century. It is at the top of the list. It's not cancer. It's not heart disease. It's not any of those things. It is obesity. The downstream health consequences of obesity, as I told you, it's like water over Niagara Falls. It's unbelievable. It's contributing to the formation and the generation of so many diseases, and it is undermining the health of our children, the younger generation. This stuff